of sound.
It's very nice.
Little Chopin.
So you want to explain how you got the history of the...
In 19, whatever it was, 53, I believe. I was a sophomore in high school, and I had acquired about $1,700 over the years, mowing lawns and doing jobs and whatever. And this piano came available for $1,500, and I talked to my folks about it. I wanted it, and they said, "Well, can you afford it?" And I said, "Yes." And I said, "You just need to have a place for it in your house." And they said, "Well, we'll put it over here." And I said, "Fine." I bought it, and it's been with me since then. It was made in 1926, or 28, sorry, 1928, and it's a Vos and Sons, and the technicians that made this piano, after the company went out of business in the late 30s, I believe, or 40s, they went on to work for Steinway and Baldwin, very famous names because they were the big guns out there. The joy of this piano are things like it has down here, it has double legs, which is a little unusual. Lots of good work and scroll work down here, which is really nice. It's all hand done. And the wood is actually black walnut, not just regular walnut. This is black walnut, which is a lot rarer. It is veneered because you can't make the bends without veneering, but many of the pieces, like the lid, which is quite heavy, and pieces around here, these are all solid wood. This is veneered here because of the bend, but where it's straight, it's solid blocks of wood, and that's really neat. A lot of times on pianos they veneered them because it was cheaper, and they were just going to put a black, like paint on the outside, so it didn't really matter. And even the ones that were wood on the outside were still veneered because it was so much cheaper. Vos decided that they wanted to make a really upscale piano, so that's why they did it that way.
What size piano is this?
This is called a parlor grand. You have baby grands, which are like 4 feet. Parlor grands, this is 5.5 feet. Grand pianos, they're about 6 feet, 6 feet 2. And then you got concert grands, which are 7 feet. And then you have things like the Bosendorfer and the several other big companies out there. They'll make 8-foot ones for concerts. And the pianos today run about, for this size, 35,000, 34. This one here was appraised at 33,000, and not bad for an investment of 1,500. It did cost me about 8,500 to go through and redo everything, all the mechanics in the inside, because I had all the hammers and everything redone. And I have, in this little picture frame here, I have the history of the piano, 3 of the original keys, and then I have a little video screen in here which shows the whole reconstruction, deconstruction, and reconstruction of the piano. So.
And you earned a living.
Oh yeah, yeah. This piano allowed me to, right after I got it, I played my first symphony concert. And over on the wall behind you somewhere, there's a certificate in 1953 where I did the concert with the San Gabriel Valley Symphony Orchestra.
So this is one of your very first concerts?
One of my very first major concerts, yeah. I was,
1953, huh?
yeah, I would have been 16 and a half at the time I played that concert. It's really hard to see in this light. Let me turn on the light here. Yeah, that's original too, by the way.
That is beautiful.
And then they into the, let me change places here. Original numbers, everything else.
Say that again, please.
There was a gentleman by the name of Cecil H. Short. He was one of the top piano tuners, tuned pianos, and he tuned for like Vladimir Horowitz and Arthur Rubinstein and all these very high-end people. Well, I got a chance to have him tune this piano, and everybody goes, yeah, right. You know, because who in the hell would want to tune a 16-year-old, 17-year-old's piano in Arcadia and thing? And well, it did happen. And, you know, I get called a lot of times on stuff and say, ball feathers, you know, that hadn't happened. I'll show you his signature on my piano.
Okay. All right, so you can see, can you tell us what that is?
Oh, that's the signature of Cecil H. Short when he tuned my piano. It's the original piece. We didn't repaint that at all. We had to tape it off. You know, it's just really quick. It's very responsive. And then you can play jazz, you can play pop, you can play, you know.
Ragtime.
Ragtime. Yeah, you can play anything on this piano. It sounds really, really, really nice. And you know, that's what a piano should be. That's what way it should be. It should be enjoyed. And I do enjoy it a lot. That again.
Okay.
I've been a fan of classical all my life, but I've also liked all the other genres of music. I mean, music to me, when it's good, is good. When it's crap, it's crap. And I don't really care if it's classical, pop, jazz, ragtime. Good is good, and junk is junk. You know, it's like people. You know good people when you meet them, and you hang around with them, and you enjoy having them in your life, and you invite them into your home and into your life. And if you're lucky, like I was, you married one of the really good people in life, and you spend your life with that wonderful person, and they peel off the layers of your life and make them even better. You know, I think. And that's the way music is. And I learned that from playing the piano, and some things I had to play and I didn't like playing, you know, but you do it. But I love the rock opera Tommy. I think that's brilliantly done. I love the Who. God, I can't even tell you all the groups that I really, really honor for their, you know, Hotel California is a brilliant piece of music. That's why it's lasted. Bohemian Rhapsody, incredible piece of music from a musician standpoint, because, you know, it didn't last because it was a piece of junk. It lasted because it was a piece of really well-constructed music. All those, you know, whether it's Rainy Days and Mondays, whether it's who knows what, you know, and those that didn't last 8 weeks and were gone, like a very lovely song done by, I can't remember, but it was done.
One Hit Wonders, you mean?
One Hit Wonder, yeah. It was called Pretty Ballerina by La Rive Gauche, I think was the name of the group. And it was about 6-8 weeks on #1. And it was a cute, good little song, but it had as much depth as a frying pan, you know. It was just not that really great and wonderful of a piece.
All right.
Dixie, basically, in real simple terms, 5, 6 guys or whatever, guys and gals, musicians, get together and they have a common idea or thread, but each has their own interpretation.
And that's Dixie.
That's Dixie. And they'll weave that in and out, sort of like your fingers here. They'll just put it together, and somehow or another, because their fingers are weaved together, there's a lot of strength in the piece, because they're good musicians. crummy musicians have a terrible time with it. Really good musicians know how to weave it in. The clarinet will pull it in, take off on a theme, and then the trumpet player will pull it over here and do that, and then the bass player will do this, and then the saxophone player will pull it over here, and I get goosebumps just thinking about it because it's just such cool stuff. And it's very creative, probably one of the more creative forms.